Ever since Microsoft acquired ZeniMax Bethesda, we figured we'd see some kind of crossover within the Microsoft Xbox portfolio of games. We saw this with Gears of War 4 and 5 when they put the Halo Reach characters of June and Emil in the Horde mode. You know, Microsoft isn't too concerned about brand image because Master Chief is currently in Fortnite. Funny thing is that you are actually able to play as Master Chief from Halo Infinite before you could play Halo Infinite, so, you know, the Fortnite fans were able to play Halo Infinite Master Chief before even the Halo fans could. I mean, who doesn't want to see Master Chief hitting the gritty on top of fools while you're building a 5-story apartment complex in the middle of a gunfight? I mean, hey, that's Fortnite for you. Or how about Master Chief dropping in hot to Rainbow Six Siege of all these games? That's just a crazy crossover to think about, like how drastically different Rainbow Six Siege art style and gameplay is compared to Halo. But, you know, that's a great idea because it's awesome cross promotion. Plus countless amounts of media references outside of gaming as well. Now with Activision Blizzard King under the Microsoft belt, you'd think that there would be endless opportunities, amounts of potential when it comes to cross promotions between these games. Like if Call of Duty Warzone could have lethal unicorn farts animations for Warzone, like why not a Master Chief skin? Like, come on. Recently, there seems to be a considerable shift to not let Halo out of the house to play with all the other franchises. Like with the recent news of a Master Chief and Doomslayer crossover episode pitched for Secret Level, which was Amazon's most viewed animated series ever on their platform. And according to Ghost of Hope, who's a credible leaker within the Call of Duty community, said that Sledgehammer actually planned a huge collaboration with Halo and Modern Warfare 3, but then obviously was shut down once again. That's right, when you look at the top selling games of all time, the top selling franchises, Mario, Tetris, Call of Duty's number 3, and Microsoft's like, we don't want to do that right now. You would think given the current player counts with Halo Infinite and currently sitting at 30th on Xbox's most played games and the Master Chief Collection not doing much better, that any interest at any time for Halo would be perfect because we just need to get some form of attention on this franchise. Now hear me on this one, I don't think it's actually a good time right now. So in this video, we're going to discuss Microsoft's sudden shift in cross promotions with the Halo franchise, though it's not all doom and gloom. But make sure you stay tuned throughout the whole video to understand all the details. Now, like I said at the top of this video, Halo's not unfamiliar with being in different franchises, or at least referenced in different things. Here on Halopedia, they put a list of all the different pieces of media that reference Halo, and you can see some of these are either direct correlations or cooperations with other franchises, and some of them are just simply just little hints and nods and references within other forms of media. So Halo is a significant brand out there that has connected with so many millions of people within the gaming and also just entertainment industry as a whole. You think making a cross promotion happen would just be super easy, and that you'd want it to happen as much as possible because more people get a chance to see your product is always better, right? Right? But this discussion within the Halo community recently got sparked back up again with this recent information from Ghost of Hope, like we talked about earlier, saying that new Sledgehammer Games had plans to do a huge collaboration with Halo and Modern Warfare 3, which would have added various maps from the Halo franchise. I mean, talk about a perfect way to get people to engage with the actual gameplay of Halo through a different medium like Call of Duty. Like normally when it's some kind of cross promotion, usually it's something simple like a skin or some kind of cosmetic you can have in a game, just kind of play off of the member berries and all that good stuff. But for this possible promotion of having Modern Warfare 3 having like Halo themed maps in the game, like that's literally the best way to get people to play Halo, because you literally have them playing Halo. They probably wonder, okay, I wonder what the real map's like. Well, guess what? Halo Infinite's free to play. Just download it. But apparently that actually wasn't everything planned with Halo and Call of Duty. Ghost of Hope actually tweeted this out a few months ago, saying kind of crazy how Halo and COD Master Chief collab was actually scrapped for Modern Warfare 3, completely unknown reasons. Obviously this is some AI art, just kind of concept idea, but you get the idea of like how crazy would that have looked. And of course, one of our favorite leaky boys, Rebs Gaming here, saying I spoke to Ghost about the rumored thing, saying the planned Modern Warfare 3 Season 3 and the scrapped for budgetary reasons among potential other reasons. So just like a little different things here and there, saying it would have included a fully voiced Master Chief operator. Another source says it's being saved for Black Ops 6. Well, why would they save it for Black Ops 6 and not just do it right when Modern Warfare 3 was happening? Like, let's do this, come on. But I think there's a main reason why we saw this. It seems to be a bit of a delay when it comes to this potential Halo Call of Duty crossover. And then I would say the main reason why we're seeing this delay, potential rumored leak delay, again, I can't call it delay because it's not even been announced or even confirmed that's actually happening. But the reason why you wouldn't have it happen during Modern Warfare 3 is because, well, we know that Halo and Halo Studios, formerly 343 Industries, were rebuilding what it is to make Halo, right? Like, the entire studio was going over a complete revamp. They had massive layoffs. Like, there wasn't really anything happening with the franchise, and Halo Infinite was in the state that it was in at the time, right? That you weren't going to try to promote Halo and get people to jump over from Call of Duty to Halo, because there would be people that do that. I mean, it's a very small proportion, maybe like 3% at best, maybe like 5 if you're getting lucky with it, but still, like 3% of the player base maybe hopping over to play Halo. That would probably triple or quadruple the amount of people playing Halo Infinite on Steam alone. I'm sure Microsoft wanted to save the potential of a crossover, which I do feel like it's eventually going to happen, but the reason why they decided to postpone it is really because there is nothing happening with Halo. There's nothing to promote. There's no product that you would feel, I would say Microsoft would feel proud to put out there right now as like the quintessential Halo experience. Because less than a month before the official release of Modern Warfare 3, Microsoft actually pulled the plug on the live service of Halo Infinite, which launched, the last season of it launched on October 17th of 2023. Plus, earlier in 2023, I'm sure we all remember Jason Schreier's infamous tweet, as for all Halo fans here, talking about the massive layoffs Microsoft was doing at the time. One of those being Halo and 343 being hit the hardest. Most of the people being hit at 343 were part of like the campaign animation type teams. So literally that year, they're downsizing Halo. So why would you try to promote something that you're trying to downsize? That wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, let's even say that Microsoft decided to go forward with the Halo and Call of Duty crossover back for Modern Warfare 3 in 2023. And let's say it was the greatest crossover all time, the most amount of people have ever jumped ship from one game to another to play Halo Infinite at that time, right? Which would have been probably more early 2024 is probably when this bundle would have launched, probably maybe around season 1, 2, or 3 for Modern Warfare 3. Again, like I said, Halo Infinite was not in the current state to be able to support any kind of large migration of players to come over, right? If the best case scenario happened, it would actually be the worst time for that to happen. And it'd be very difficult to ask players to go do that again for when you have plans to migrate away from Halo Infinite. That just wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, imagine being a Call of Duty player hopping over and playing Halo Infinite during Season 5, which actually was a very good experience and relatively holistic of what you would expect a Halo game to have. But then they were going to switch over to the operation seasons, which was clearly a downgrade from the seasonal plan progression and model that they were going with previously. Like, literally, as Halo Infinite was starting to gain some momentum and starting to get a little bit of a player base to kind of come back, Microsoft's like, we just gotta cut our course, we gotta cut our run with it and just, you know, move on to whatever's next, especially with how difficult it's been notoriously noted, how hard it has been to work with the slip space engine, that it was the main reason why there were so many delays and so many issues with Halo Infinite and so much delay when it came to the release of content, just because 343 at the time, now Halo Studios, literally just didn't have the ability to pump out content at the scale that you would expect a live service game like Call of Duty or even Fortnite, right? Like, imagine these Call of Duty people who get a brand new season every 2 months. Like, it's kind of insane how much they trap you in that game to keep you playing it. And then if you come over to Halo and they're like, oh yeah, this season that you're playing right now, is actually going to be the last season for Halo. We're going to go with Operations, which are much more smaller, bite-sized little mini seasons. Like, it just wouldn't really resonate very well. If anything, it'd be more detrimental to the Halo brand because you'd have more people having more interest into it, and it just wouldn't be a good look because you really only have like one true shot to make these kind of crossovers happen, especially with every single franchise, where you can't just keep doing another crossover within the same franchise because you have just less retention, less interest each time. Especially in a franchise like Call of Duty, they're constantly doing new crossovers. Like, you're going to get one true shot to make it really work. So in the grand scheme of things, why not wait a little bit to really optimize your opportunities, because Microsoft does have a little bit of an ace up their sleeve. As we do know, there are multiple new Halo games in the works as the series moves to Unreal Engine and gets a new name for the studio right here. We talked about this on the channel earlier as well. Now, this is where I get really like tinfoil hatty when it comes to like a potential Halo and Call of Duty crossover, but really just Halo crossovers in general, because if this information here from Rebs is somewhat accurate, right? I was saying another source saying that this bundle is being saved for Black Ops 6. It makes me wonder, okay, if you're looking to do it this year in 2025, 2 years after the initial idea, then what's going to happen in 2025 that just changes everything to where you would want to do cross promotions again? This is where the Xbox showcase of 2025 comes in, guys, because I have very high hopes, if you're a Halo fan, that this is going to be a very happy showcase for you. I know we got a little bit of a snub when it came to the Xbox Developer Direct, but in my last video, if you watched it, you should understand, like, you gotta put some respect on the name of Halo. Like, Halo's a bigger title than something like a Developer Direct would showcase, right? We would get the big time showcase where all eyes are on Xbox at that time, right? Not this little fun update like Developer Direct. We would get the big showcase, right? Like, just like it was back in 2018. Like, you guys remember this trailer? Xbox started out their entire presentation of E3 2018 with Halo Infinite, right? And this wasn't even like the game. This was just like an announcement trailer for recruitment reasons, just so that they can say like, hey, we're hiring for Halo without having to worry about leaks and rumors kind of destroying the narrative behind this game. Like, guys, like, look at this. Like, remember this thing right here? Look at this. Oh, wasn't that just like iconic Halo like media at that time? Like, oh, dude, if we could just relive those moments once again, it would be so nice. Like, look how happy our boy Phil is, just walking out with the crowd, standing ovation, showcasing Halo. And this is after Halo 4 and 5, which were not very well received by the community and gaming community as large, and they kind of have pretty steep drop off, but people wanted Halo. Look how happy everyone was. So remember these feels? God, I wish we could just get these feelings back again when it comes to the Halo franchise. Now, it'd make almost zero sense to showcase Halo new projects in the works for the HCS event, which is like a super niche Halo thing, right? Like, even though it's popular within esports, it's still like the main gaming audience at large probably haven't even seen this trailer or this diorama that they put in Unreal Engine here. So you would have to think that, like, if you're going to make an announcement like this in October, way before the Developer Direct, way before you actually had anything to show, that like once the next June showcase rolls around here, you would almost have to have something to show. I mean, this is Unreal Engine, right? They switched over to it from the Slipspace engine because apparently Unreal is just so much more efficient to work in. You have multiple projects you work on at the same time because of how fantastic Unreal is to work in, that like you would have to have something in the works right now, which would mean that if that Black Ops 6 bundle is going to happen, it would have to happen in 2025. So how cool would that be? You showcase whatever the new Halo project's going to be releasing in 2027 or something like that. But right now, you can buy like a Call of Duty bundle with Master Chief and have it be like that kind of Master Chief theme rather than having it be like the Halo Infinite version, which Microsoft is clearly trying to phase out, which would then push the Halo franchise forward once they get like a true art vision, a standard Master Chief that they want to showcase. Like, this is the Master Chief moving forward, right? You can start seeing that Halo represented in other types of media, right? Other types of games and other types of experiences out there where you can really feel like you're getting a piece of Halo media in your other game. So as all Halo fans have to do, we just have to be patient and wait. We've been waiting for a long time, right? Even when Halo Infinite launched back in 2021, it felt like even after the launch, we were still waiting for content and things to release. Like seriously, since 2017, Halo fans have just been sitting around waiting to experience a Halo experience that I think Microsoft and the fans truly deserve to be playable. If you made it this far in the video, I hope you earned your like, maybe even a subscribe. If you want to know who the real ones are in the comments, leave a green heart so I can see who's out there. Trust me, I like all the comments. Look at the last video, okay? But thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.